this Portulaca here, which has been growing really well and is blooming really well. In the night time it goes to sleep, in the daytime it will just bloom like anything, and it will attract a lot of bees and butterflies, which I have noticed lately. So it's a beautiful plant, and I want to make it bushy because I see that the branches are just hanging out, and they are pretty thick, and they are folding upward. So what we can do to make this bushy is we are going to chop out some of the stems and we are going to replant them. It necessarily doesn't require to have a root, it can just grow like that if you just take a stem and plant it, and that's the beauty of this plant. So I'm going to show you this branch here, okay? Now look at this. Compared to this is pretty thick, and I have confidence that if I take this stem, chop it off and replant it, it will grow really well, and that's what I'm going to do here. Look at this, and I don't see leaf here from here till here. Ignore my scissor because it's really bad. It's my garden scissor. I'm going to chop it, okay? And it has a very good amount of space for me to plant it. I'm going to chop some more. Like if you see this one, this is also pretty thick and very nice, and new leaves are coming up here, and I'm going to chop it off here just below this node. Okay, this is going to be my second replanting stem. And if I turn this side, if you get to see, there are more nice and thicker stems here. I'm going to chop this one as well. And if you see from here to here, there are no leaves, and I can see new leaves coming in here. There are very high chances for the roots to come from below the node, and that's why I'm going to cut it here. Chop. This one, I think I'll just let them be long as well, few of them, because I want it to be long and bushy. So my requirements are pretty high. I hope this plant fulfills my requirements. Now out of these three, if you see, this one is the thicker one, and again it doesn't has any leaf from here till here. So I'm going to chop it just here. This is going to be my third one. This one has flower. I don't want to chop it and disturb it. Let this be like this. Okay, so we got nice thick 3 or 4 of them. Okay, so I got very healthy 4 stems which I can repot, and let's see how bushy that becomes, because the bushier the better it looks. Initially when I planted this, I made sure that it is in the corners, but I have left a good amount of space in the center, so I'm going to plant it here. So without disturbing the soil much, and I'm not going to do any repotting here, on the same pot I'm going to repot this, and with the help of this stick, I digged a hole there and I'm going to place it. I hope my hand is okay, as far as it can go. Okay, like that, just press it. I'm going to follow the same process for the next one. Just dig deep and take this nice thick one and put it inside. Press it near the mouth of the soil. Here I see that I don't have any plant here, and it's in the corner side, so I'm gonna do here as well. The main motive of doing this is to make the plant bushy and long as well. It should grow in length and bushy, so that's why I'm trying to cover as much of area as possible. And here we go, we have one here. The last one I'm going to put it in the center because the center is empty. It's pretty easy compared to repotting. I'm making sure that the flower doesn't get hurt. The soil is pretty wet. I'm not going to water it. Overwatering is again bad, and it's rainy season. So this is how it is looking. Let's see how it looks. Now it's a hanging plant, and if you can see, the change shouldn't hurt the plant, and that's why I'm being very careful with it. Ready? Okay. You might not be able to see much of a difference now, but over a period of time this will become bushier, and I'm going to cut more stems, and I'm going to keep on replanting them in the same pot, and then you'll get to see a nice big bunch of bushy Portulaca. So this is just one long trail that is coming out of it, but I want this plant to be bushy. So to make it bushy, I'm going to take a small piece from here, because the nod is here, the root will come out of here. I'm not going to propagate in water, rather I'm going to directly place it in the same pot, in the same soil, so that it becomes bushy. I'm going to take grow 4 separate plants out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to cut near it. Just have to make sure that the root is inside. Making sure that it's facing outside.